Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is. 5 hours, 5 bars, and dinner on Walking Street, and 5 observations about what is different, in our opinion, than pre pandemic. So let's talk about it.
Why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, cause I got no chance, no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough.
Okay, we're going to make this short as possible, that's for sure. Arlyn and I, we have a friend. Now, you know what? Let me preface this by saying a couple of things. Number one, thank you so much for dropping in, watching, viewing, subscribing, commenting. We really appreciate it. And we really like your thoughts. Number two, Arlyn and I are not big bar hoppers. In fact, I'm not sure where that word came from, what it is. Simply, I guess you're going from bar to bar to bar. We're not like that. We don't go out drinking at all. In fact, I have liquor here in the house that's probably 5 years old, or here in the condo that's probably 5 years old that we still haven't finished. We're not big drinkers, all right? But I think these 5 observations, and especially the last one, have a lot to do with things that YouTubers have been saying for years, and it's true. It's just that simple. It's a good thing. So, observation number one, or actually one last thing, real quick. So, we have married friends, we have partnered friends, and we have single friends. And my best single friend, who I really respect because he's incredibly honest and straight up about what his life is like. He is getting ready to go on a trip. He's going to be gone for about 45, 55 days, something like that. Well, he wanted to go out, and we wanted to take him out to say, hey, we're going to miss you. Have a good time. And I'm sure there's going to be some girls down on Walking Street that are going to miss you. So let's go out for dinner and then hit a few bars. And we did. And this is very uncommon for Arlyn and I to go out and bar hop like this. But we did. So bar number one, and I'm not going to say bar names. I'm not going to do this and that. I'm just going to say it is the way it is. So bar number one, a Western bar, American owned. Actually, it's not American owned. Contrary to popular belief, the vast majority of Western bars are owned by British and Australians. Just thought I'd throw that out there. So we're in there. Now it's early. We had dinner at 5:30. Big lineup. And our friend is talking to a couple of different girls. And what I can tell you is at this bar pre-pandemic would be slammed by 8 o'clock at night. Now this was about 6, but actually about 6:30, 6:45. So, but there's still nobody there. Very few customers. Very few, but a lot of entertainers. Okay. So observation one, are the bars not as busy? Bar number two, okay, we drop in on it. It is dead, and I mean dead. If you took our friend, Arlyn, and I out of the equation, one other customer. So that observation sticks true. And by the way, we ran into 4 other subscribers. Big shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for walking up and introducing yourselves. and which is not uncommon to run into a subscriber when we go out, whether it's to dinner or to the mall or anything like that. But we also ran into several Filipinas that Arlyn knows that are friends with another couple of that we know, his partner, and the girls do potlucks and stuff like that. So it's not just that. All right, bar number 3. Bar number 3 is a little busier, but it is definitely not pre-pandemic style. It really isn't. And I'm thinking, what is really going on here? And then I noticed another thing, bar number 4. Now, bar number 4, by this point, it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock. All right. I think Arlyn had a margarita at dinner. She had, I think, 1 or 2 cocktails, and that's it. Not big drinkers. All right. I don't drink at dinner. I had 2, maybe 3 cocktails at that point. And then from there on out, it's bottled water or Diet Coke, one or the other. So, but bar number 4 is packed. It is packed. And one of the things that I noticed and that I observed was it's groups. And that brings us to bar number 5. Now, bar number 5 is the same way. Bar number 5 is groups. And this is something that YouTubers have been telling you for years. You see, I don't know where the term barfly came from. I don't know how long it's been around. I guess I could research it in the Urban Dictionary and figure it out, but it's not worth it for this. But you don't see guys like you did 10, 20 years ago here, where they come to the bar, they pony up to the bar, the table, the stage, whatever, and they all take an hour to suck down one beer, and then they'll be there for 4, 5, 6 hours, and then they're every day. Now, don't get me wrong. Many of these bars have regulars, and we see them, all right? It's not that we know them. It's just that they're always out there, and we see them every trip we make when we go to Walking Street, which is not that much at all. But groups. And this brings us to what other YouTubers have told you in the past. There's A, safety in numbers. B, there is a social aspect that's been developed. The bars are not what they used to be like. You know, I think when the military was heavily involved, there was a social aspect. You know, a bunch of enlisted guys out blowing off steam. They're all friends. I wouldn't know for sure because I wasn't around for that. I will tell you pre-pandemic, it was not a social event. These were men looking for a solution for the evening. And that's a terrible way of saying it, perhaps, but it is the truth. Now, I swear, in each of the instances, and you know, we may go and maybe next month and do another bar hop and look around and see, is it as much of a social event then as it was when this week? Now, I think that's a great thing. I think it's great for men, women, anyone to have an outlet to socialize. I don't believe in isolationism, and we've done a video on that. We know it's a very mixed bag. We understand completely. The numbers, all right, and the final thing, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, but if you remember the term, the COVID-10, when everybody was gaining weight from being shut in, I don't think it's left Angeles City bar scenes. I have noticed, and I'm being honest, and excuse me for being truthful, there's a lot of entertainers that seem to be eating a lot of whatever. They are gaining weight. They are not these little skinny rails. Don't get, there's plenty of them, but some of them are getting a little bit more meaty, I guess is the best word. And I mean, I'm like the last person in the world to speak to that. I mean, I am no skinny guy. And that's just the way it is. So 5 bars, 5 hours, 5 observations. If you've been to the bar scene in the past, say 18 months, all right, since post-COVID broke loose, tell me, what was your experience? Did you see a difference? How many of you see a difference? Now, I don't want to know about the difference between 25, 35 years ago when, military. I want to know the difference in the bars that you've seen take place over the past 5 years. That would be interesting. I'm sure many of you will have comments when it comes to the Koreans. Many of you will have comments when it comes to how more of a business it is than it used to be. And perhaps some of you will have comments about, is it a social event? We don't let our friends, and we highly encourage our friends to never bar hop alone. And to the best of our knowledge, none of them do. What do you think about all of those things? Please do subscribe, hit the thumbs up, comment below, and tell us. Have a great day.